Hey friends, it's Hamilton Day, but one thing really quick. I found out there's a whole world of like Hamilton polka, Hamilton in 7 minutes, there's lost songs, and when we get through Hamilton, I want to know if you want me to check those out as well. And the easiest way to let me know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. Welcome back, friends, and a special welcome to all the new friends out there. I'm YoBGS, and Hamilton is really heating up. Only makes sense, we're like 2/3 of the way through the musical. So I was surprised to find out that One Last Time is a song that you've told me can stand by itself. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about that because, admittedly, when songs stand alone, they are going to be bringing the heaviness. So I'm trying to prepare for that mentally to get into this one. And again, remember to subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Here we go.
Mr. President, you asked to see me. I know you're busy. What do you need, sir? Sir? I want to give you a word of warning. Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it.
See, that almost makes them seem like brothers in a weird way of like, it's a necessary evil that those two are at each other's throat. I mean, I guess, though, checks and balances, right?
What do you need, sir? Sir? I want to give you a word of warning. Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it. Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning. You're kidding.
Oh, he actually stepped down. Because he mentioned, as a matter of principle, he needed to step away. And I kind of thought that was one of those, like, threaten, you know, but they won't call your bluff, so it doesn't matter. Apparently not.
I need a favor. Whatever you say, sir. Jefferson will pay for his behavior. Talk less. I'll use the press. I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him.
Interesting that Washington is telling him to talk less. Because originally that came from Burr, who was a very quiet individual. But Washington initially liked Hamilton's fire and is now even like, dude, you gotta slow it down a little bit.
I need a favor. Whatever you say, sir. Jefferson will pay for his behavior. Talk less. I'll use the press. I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him. I need you to draft an address. Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind. No, he's stepping down so he can run for president. Good luck defeating you, sir. I'm stepping down. I'm not running for president. I'm sorry, what? One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last...
What is this? Okay, so we are, I'm assuming now, coming up on the end of Washington's second term in office, which would obviously be the reason that he would step down. But, like, I don't know. There's interesting vibes here. And I know it'll play itself out over the song, but sometimes I just like to take a moment to embrace sort of that awkwardness in the room.
Last time, let's take a break tonight, and then we'll teach him how to say goodbye, you and I.
Interesting.
Last time, let's take a break tonight, and then
that's very the story of tonight, like that little harmony they would have at the end.
we'll teach him how to say goodbye, you and I.
Meanwhile, that's Christopher Jackson, right? Who's just absolutely destroying this song in all the best ways.
I want to talk about neutrality. Sir, with Britain and France on the verge of war, is this the best time? I want to warn against partisan fighting. Pick up a pen, start writing. I want to talk about what I have learned, the hard-won wisdom I have earned. As far as the people are concerned, you have to serve. You could continue to serve. No, one last time. The people will hear from me one last time. And if we get this right,
I feel like that is the happiness that is only found by somebody who is finally done with a career in politics. Like, it's kind of hard to hear this, at least at this point in the song, and not feel genuinely like warm and happy for Washington right now. Because you know what he's gone through up to this point, And he finally sees the goal line. You know, he sees that he's done, and you're like, all right, good for you.
One last time.
Not to mention this is so groovy.
From me one last time. And if we get this right, we're gonna teach them how to say goodbye. You and
Dang! Arguably, by the way, one of the most important things he did. Teach people how to say goodbye. Teach presidents how to step down after 2 terms.
President, they will say you're weak. No, they will see we're strong. Your position is so unique. So I'll use it to move them along. Why do you have to say goodbye? If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone.
And he doesn't want to be a king in the first place, right? So, and that was the not necessarily the scary part, but Washington had him some fanboys. And if he didn't do this, who knows what people would have thought.
If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone. Like the scripture says, everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we've made. I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade, at home in this nation we've made. One last time. One last time.
It's almost like if you paint something, and I say this as someone who's a gigantic fan of like Bob Ross, right? And Bob says, you know, that you can fiddle a painting to death if you keep trying to put more touches on it and more finishes and more like different aspects to a painting. You'll eventually mess with it so much that you lose everything that makes it unique, and then it just goes away. And it almost feels like Washington's at that point where he's like, look, we've built the thing. Now is the part where we step back and we look at the thing and we enjoy it before we're gone and it's gone and nobody appreciated it.
Though in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error, I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry with me the whole...
I want that line again because I wasn't sure who the speaker was. Like, obviously it's Hamilton, but I wasn't sure if he was writing Washington's speech or he was remarking on himself. So let me get that one more time. Because I was like, Washington made no intentional error, at least in terms of the musical.
Though in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error, I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors.
Is that the 18th century equivalent of a humble brag? I feel like he just 18th century humble bragged us. That was very like, look, I'm perfect, but, you know, I'm so perfect that I realize I may not be perfect, and in such... Actually, scratch that. Reverse it. That's more... I would argue it's more Hamilton being humble, now that I think twice about it. See, that's the beauty of these live videos. You can run into these in the moment, because Hamilton's basically being like, I tried my best, but I probably screwed up a lot.
I shall also carry with me the whole. My country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, the faults of incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself must soon be to the mansions of rest.
Oh, it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to put into words how I feel looking at the two of them, because their views have almost changed now. Washington looks like a man at graduation, right? You're crying tears of happiness because you've completed a chapter in your life. But Hamilton feels like he's got so much left to do, and you can almost feel his arm being twisted there.
His abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself must soon be to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws under a free government, the ever-favorite object of my heart.
You really just want to, and for those of you who are like, oh my god, he did it again, I'm pausing because if I don't, the mouse will destroy this video. And then I don't get to play it at all. Okay, so now we've transitioned into what looks like Washington's stepping down speech, because we've got the Hamilton family here. There's that Burr in the background, Jefferson, Madison. So everyone's kind of watching his... But now I get to see why there's a song with the king next.
Good laws under a free government, the ever-favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward, as I trust, of our mutual cares, labors, and dangers. One last time.
George Washington's going home.
Teach him how to say goodbye.
Dude, it feels so good.
You and I. Say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye one last time.
Wow! Okay, I'm gonna let him hit the high note one more time. Like I said, I gotta break it up just for the sake of... My body is not ready, George Washington. That's all I'm saying. Chris Jackson, you know, enjoy your well-earned and well-found career of, like I said, deserved riches for just, my goodness, being good at everything.
Goodbye one last time.
Yes. Look at that! Oh my goodness! And I love and appreciate the fact that at the end of this line, he's almost in tears. And usually you let me know in the comments when that is relevant to something going on in that person's life. But I honestly would believe that he just felt this way after every performance. He was so into this role, and it really is like, this, I don't know, this was a really big moment, the implications of it historically for the country. This is a huge moment. And the fact that, like I said, he recognizes the weight of it, and it feels so proud of himself. This looks like pride, I want to say. It just, it makes you feel something, you know? And again, I know that this video has gone on plenty long. I can see why this song needed to be its own video, but I love it. I love the song. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the rest of Hamilton. I'm sad that we're coming up on the end of it. I'm hoping that a lot of you will subscribe and kind of stick with me on the journey of this channel moving forward, because I feel like we got a great thing going, but it's only because of you, and it can only continue because of you as well. So if you've made it this far, please check and make sure that you're subscribed. Take care, as always, and I will see you for the next one. What more can you say about that?